どうしたヤマト。
僕は
登録する。
いや、それは海賊王が言った言葉だ。
Car D Kaizoku.
Bandai just announced a new banned restricted list, and here's why I think it's problematic. So if you haven't heard, they banned 3 additional cards: OP01 Searcher Nami, OP02 Leader Whitebeard, and OP02 Curly Dadan. They also restricted OP03 Marco to 1 copy per deck. Yep, all red cards again. This, along with OP02 Blocker Marco and OP01 Radical Beam and OP02 9 cost Whitebeard, still remaining restricted, will essentially wipe out a few archetypes from the meta. So Law loses 2 of his main engines for filling the board, Zoro loses hand advantage that Curly provides and the mid-game power of Marco, and Whitebeard is not allowed to be played at all. These changes go into effect on November 10th, just in time for the Pasadena offline regionals. We'll need clarification on that from Core TCG themselves, but November 10th is before the regional, 1 day before. So before you think I'm just a red whiner, them hitting 3 red decks is not why I think it's problematic. It's that they keep implementing these wide sweeping changes in the middle of a set. We're literally a month away from OP05. Why do this now instead of when OP05 releases? Just take the L that you balanced your game bad for a set and try to fix it next set. That's totally fine with me. Especially now that we're literally just weeks away. People have been putting in practice for the past 2 months in this OP04 meta and could only get into some of the remaining regionals for the set, and now all of their hard work is all for nothing. None of the decks run OP04 cards anyway, so why couldn't these changes have been implemented at the beginning of the OP04 meta? That brings me to my next point. What's the point of shaking up the meta now when it will naturally shake itself up when OP05 releases? Every single deck that they've targeted with these bans barely sees any play in Asia anymore in the Set 5 meta. This problem would have naturally resolved itself in a month without anyone having to do anything, really. I honestly don't understand the need for this ban list at this point in the meta right now. Again, it would have made perfect sense at the beginning of OP04, but right now it just doesn't make any sense at all. And then another thought came to mind. Is Red even dominating the meta? Let's take a look at all the regional events so far. So on screen are the most recent 14 regionals that have happened. We can see here that in the 14 regionals, Red won in 9 of them, making it just a little over half. If we break it down between the leaders, Law has won 4, Whitebeard won 3, and Zoro won 2. Isn't this what we want to see? No one leader or color is consistently topping every regional. Hell, Green Purple Doflamingo has as many regional wins as Zoro does. 7 of these decks are green. Is green a problem too then? I don't understand based off regional wins how red is a problem here. This could potentially make the World Championship awkward too. That Bandai Card Game Fest World Tour thing that they've been pushing is setting up for a cross-region World Championship between the Asia and English regions. How is this going to work if we're now 2 wildly different regions? So how do I think the meta will change? Honestly, I think Law might still be okay. He does have access to Izo and the film package as a replacement. Zoro might be dead. Mid-range does depend heavily on Marco, and the eventless version depends on Nami. A lot of people are thinking that Katakuri will be the next top meta deck, but I'd rather it be anything but a yellow deck. Outside of in a queen deck, random triggers are unfun and take no skill. I myself am hoping for Rebecca, Blue Crocodile, Film Kid, or Film Doflamingo to become the next top meta deck. But my gut feeling right now is on Green Purple Doflamingo for the time being. So to summarize why I think these bans are problematic. 1. They happen randomly in the middle of sets. 2. It's happening within weeks away from an OP05 meta that we already know these problems will naturally resolve themselves. 3. Red is not winning every regional in the first place. Honestly, I try not to hate on this game too much, but I do think that this ban list is one of the dumbest moves they made so far. Really feels like Bandai does not care much at all about the English region than it does Japan. We don't get any official tournament streams. Our booster packs contain more filler cards so they can sell them at a higher price. Yeah, did you know booster packs in Japan are only like $2? And the fact that we're always a set behind is annoying as well. As a content creator, I've received zero support from them, so there's nothing keeping me back from saying that this is quite the massive L move on their part. But anyway, we've already transitioned our content to a redless OP05 meta, so it doesn't really affect my videos. Hope you guys will still stick around for those. And to close this video off, I just noticed on screen there it says nonstop nut November. Okay, bye. So I needed to fill time in my video, so I thought why not open a OP02 blister. How about if I open any of the banned or restricted cards, which is Blocker Marco, 9-cost Whitebeard, Leader Whitebeard, and Curly the Dawn now. I'll burn my Zoro deck. Does that sound high stakes enough for you? Alright, let's get to it. I was saving these for a stream, but I'll do one in this video for you guys. I've actually never opened a blister before, so I don't know what's the best way to do it. Okay, this looks right. Yep, Paramount War booster pack. Let's see what we get. Alright, so far, don't have to burn my Zoro deck. No Curly the Dawn in sight. Now the rare is where we could either get Blocker Marco or 9-cost Whitebeard. Oh, we get Mass Deuce and Luffy. I am safe. Looks like my Zoro deck will remain unburnt. Do I have enough to pad this video? I'll just add some gameplay footage too. Right now. We have a black Luffy versus purple Kaido. Is it the same guy? We'll see. I don't want to scroll up to see his name. We can not work with this. Let's mulligan. This is... this is a hand. They play Who's Who, early Who's Who. Who is who? That guy is who. They pick up early Onigashima. Let's see if this is the over ramp committing guy. Right, we'll pass. Can't do anything with Tudon. No brand new. No bald guy. They'll play Onigashima and then swing 5. Ouch, my hand. Five at us, we take. Right, 4 Dawn. I guess we just play 4-cost Kuzan. Back with our leader for 5. I could have Shockwave to kill Who's Who, but I don't think it's worth. I don't know. We'll see later if I regret it. We'll play 4-cost Kuzan. Pass. Alright. We don't really have a game plan for now. They ramp up to 6. They'll be at 8 next turn. They'll play Queen this turn maybe, or maybe they'll not return Dawn so they can curve into 10. I have 2 Sabos again. Ooh, they attack with their Who's Who for 4. I'll cut that part out, don't worry. They play ulti, ramp. Maybe they're baiting me to attack into him. Attack with their leader for 5. We'll counter 1. They pass. Alright, alright. Alright, alright. They're at 9 next turn. So 9 Kaido is a possibility. But we'll Sabo. We'll get rid of Kobe, I think. And brand new, I guess. Let's see, if our Kuzan's immune from KO, should I still attack? Let's do it. I don't know why. We'll attack Who's Who with him. I probably have enough counter to defend him, I guess. That's why. Let's hit down leader, another down leader, attack for 7, make them take. They took. They get a lead performer disasters trigger that lets them draw and ramp. We'll pass there at 10, but we're immune to KO. Woohoo! We really just have to worry about a leader attack at our 4-cost Kuzan, or a 6k attack from ulti. That is worrisome too, but we'll counter that for 2. We're at 8 next turn, not quite 10, in case you don't know your numbers. So 7, what can I do for 7? 7-cost king, but that is just a 7-cost 7k power character, but they red rocked our Sabo again. I think this is the same guy. Say Onigashima for fun, I guess. And then Dawn Leader attack for 6. We can counter this for 2, which we'll do. I got a poo. Cut that part out. Alright, we'll have a backup 4-cost Kuzan, I guess. We could play Kobe to kill ulti. And just have more bodies up. Oh, but since I played Kuzan, I can't play Sabo, so we might see some board wiping happen. So we'll play Borsalino at least. Let's attack ulti with Kuzan. Get the Rested Dawn before he dies. Rested Dawn Leader, we'll swing 6 at theirs. We counter for 2, we'll play Borsalino, who will survive, at least. But our Kuzans may die. Most likely will die. So 9 Kaido to kill the untapped one and then attack into the other one. But that's just my guess. I don't know what's gonna actually happen. We'll see. Dawn Leader. Still could see 9 Kaido. Actually, yeah, if he puts Dawn on Leader, it's probably 9 Kaido. Ooh, 6 King. What the heck? They will kill the untapped Kuzan. I can block Borsalino to save Kuzan. Yeah, I'll do that. That was my plan all along. We could swing 10k into Kuzan, which I'll just block with Borsalino. Ooh, they lead Performer All-Stars, which at this point just draws them a card for 4 Dawn, so kind of a dead card. IMHO. They attack with Kaido for 6, we'll block Borsalino, counter for 1. Ooh, our Borsalino gets to live. That's very nice. Ooh, another 10 cost Kuzan, that's very nice. Attack Kuzan into them, give -4 cost to King, making him 2 cost, which we can kill with Kuzan. We counter for 1. We'll 10 Kuzan, kill King, Rested Dawn Leader, attack for 6. Since we have a 10 cost Kuzan out, we probably can just let this one die. We counter for 2. Yeah, let's swing with our blocker for 5. We counter for 1 with pass. As long as they don't 10 Kaido, with 2 Kuzans out, we could pretty much KO anything. 2 10 Kuzans, I mean. Keep forgetting this guy is also a Kuzan. When he was pretty lame, and now he's pretty cool. Oh, but in the manga right now, he's kind of asshole because he joined Blackbeard. They play Queen. Is that a spoiler? I don't know. I feel like the manga is the official media, so anything that's not the manga is fair game. Or anything that happens in the manga is fair game to talk about. Because Oda makes the manga, not the anime. So if you guys are anime only, that's your fault. Let's swing 5k into Kuzan. We can counter, so we'll do it. Play another queen. Yeah, there's like a surprising amount of anime onlys for One Piece. And I feel like that's the worst way to enjoy One Piece. I think the manga is like way better. Alright, so they're at 9 Dawn, 2 queens out. We can kill one of them with another 10 Kuzan. Rested Dawn Leader, we'll swing Kuzan 5. We'll just burn counters in their hand. We counter for 1. This queen can block our attacks, but then we'll just kill queen after. Borsalino for 5. Yeah, if you guys are anime onlys, I really recommend reading the manga. Block queen. We'll attack with our leader for... Let's attack with Kuzan for 10 into queen. Then he'll die, and then we'll put Rested Dawn Leader and attack 7 into theirs. I think that's better. Yeah. Here's 7. And that way you don't have to worry about manga spoilers. Which, I don't know, I feel like it shouldn't count as a spoiler. Like, manga is the thing that happens first. Officially. If you don't read the manga, that's kind of on you, right? Because it's available. And it's what the creator makes, right? I don't know. The things I won't talk about are if like people leak chapters early. I won't talk about things that happen in the chapter, but on my channel, anything that happened already in the manga is fair game. They played 10 Kaido. While I was talking about that, they get rid of all of our guys. Is this punishment for being a manga only? They swing 5k at our Borsalino, we can counter for 1. Then we just try to end. Oh, 5k at our leader? We'll take. Gladly, gladly. Okay, we'll do 9k Borsalino into their leader. And then 11k from our leader into theirs, and if it doesn't kill them, then at least it'll burn like 5 cards in hand. Which they have 5 of. Or 4 cards? Yeah, I can't add. Hey, we got it. Nice. Okay, bye.
Card D Kaizoku.